Hello guys, this is our second video of the previous topic, Living Caregiver program. I was talking about the updates in 2022. Before I start, I want to remind you to please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit bell button because it will help you to see future notifications. To sum up, in the first video, right, this one, I told you that you cannot apply any more new applicants. They are not accepting for living caregiver, but there are two pilots. One is home support worker pilot and the other one is child care provider pilot program, which can help you to get into the Canada. The trick is that both of them have 2,750 places each, and one is already filled, and that's child care provider program, and home supporter worker program is still open for 2022, so hurry up. I also told you there are three ways based on your work experience how you can apply, and now we are going to talk about the first option, how you can apply either to a home support worker program and child care provider program. Again, child care provider is not available for 2022 because, they already filled the 2,750 applications that, they received on January 17th and they opened on January 1st. So you have to wait 2023, January 1st, and then apply. But still, it applies to both pilots because this is 5-year plan, Canadian plan to run these programs. So let's see. So if you are, listen to me carefully. So if you do not have any qualifying experience, you can still apply for permanent residency through child care provider pilot or the home supporter worker pilot as long as you meet other eligibility requirements. So we are going to check what are the other eligibility requirements. Give me a second. Who can apply, right? Eligibility. You may be eligible to apply for the home child care provider pilot or home supporter worker pilot if you have a genuine and valid job offer, are able to do the job, meet the language level, meet the educational requirement, are admissible to Canada, and number 6, plan to live outside the province of Quebec as a permanent resident. The job, what does mean? The first, we are explaining the first point, valid job offer. What does it mean? It has to be made using offer of employment IMM 5983. That's PDF document. You can check. I will leave the link below the video. It's in the description box. So watch the video until the end and then check the link. Full-time, which means at least 30 hours per week. That's 1,560 hours per year. Outside of the province of Quebec, from an employer who is not an embassy, high commission or consulate. So you cannot work, with these people. Genuine, meaning there is a real need to hire you. So they have to prove it. The job you are offered must be in the National Occupational Classification NOC 4411 for home child care provider and NOC 4412 for home support worker. Ability to do the work, that's the second point. You use past experience or training. You have to decide if you are able to do the work described in the NOC job description. Again, we said if you do not have job description, if you have a training, you can show that. Language levels, this is really important. Be careful what I'm saying. The minimum language skill is CLB 5 in English or NLCL 5 in French. This is, I'm not doing the French, so I will show you the table where you can translate CLB 5 into IELTS General right here. So you can, pass IELTS General and make, it's equivalent. CLB is equivalent to this for IELTS General. So you need to make in CLB 5 in English for writing, reading, listening and speaking. You have to have the same, like the minimum score. Education, this is really important because in Canada you don't understand. There are lots of people who are writing to me. you need to have a matching education and also the work experience. It's not enough only to have a work experience. I hopefully with this, like new NOC system tier, they will change it, because there are some people who finished, IT, some, courses, and they're really proficient, in IT occupations, but they're asking them, to have a university degree. And, in IT occupation, university degree is not very relevant because, they're always having a new technologies. So hopefully they will change it. I think they took this into the consideration when they finally implemented this new system. So listen for the education. You must have a completed post-secondary credential of at least 1 year in Canada. If you don't have a Canadian education, you need to get your foreign education credential assessed to show that it's equal to completed Canadian post-secondary education credential of at least 1 year. So basically, who are you gonna use? This, right? Video right here. If you are currently working in Canada as a caregiver, but you don't meet the requirements for either pilot, you may be eligible to extend your work permit. So they are allowing those living caregivers who are already in Canada to extend their work permit if they are not qualified for these two programs. It's really important that you remember this, because I know some of you watching my videos are from Canada. Actually, Canada is the second country, that is watching my videos the most. The first one is obviously India. So, then a language test. Okay, I won't read this because I already explained it. Let's see how to apply. Okay. So they are going to show you like this. Tell us where you are applying from to find out how to apply. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. Can you see? So tell us where to apply to see how you're applying. So let's see, I'm gonna click outside of Canada because I have more people outside of Canada who are watching these videos. So if you're applying outside of Canada, first step is to get a valid job offer. Then get instruction guide. You can download it. Now you can apply online. So then you complete your application using a computer. Some forms have a validate button that helps you check if you have completed all the fields in the form. When you're done filling out these forms, click validate. After you successfully validate the forms, you will get a barcode page. Print out all the forms including the barcode pages, sign and date forms, and use the document checklist. Always use the document checklist. Every time I move to every country, I use the document checklist. They provide it, and make sure, I always check, I love that, this check, and then next to each item I already collected. It's easier so you don't miss the steps. If you are doing it by yourself, if you are doing with the agent, obviously it's more expensive, but you will be sure, he won't or she won't miss anything. If he misses, you can always report him. So pay your application fees. Processing fees for you and anyone you include on your application for permanent residence. The right of permanent residence fee. Then you can click how much it costs. Obviously, you can pay your fees online with all the major credit cards and debit cards. Biometrics. You and your family members may need to give your fingerprints and photograph at the biometric collection service point. So you will see, usually they have it in your country. In most cases, you must pay a biometric fee when you submit your application. They're charging for everything. So, be prepared, better save some money, and then go in the entire process. So third-party fees. These are the fees you need to count. Medical exam, police certificate, language test, or education credential assessment. So medical exam, they will ask you for medical exam. Usually there are centers in each country that are appointed only for the Canadian country. So for example, if you are going to Canada, you can only visit these places, medical places that are actually, recognized by Canadian embassy to do the medical exam. You cannot do it any, so you have to ask for this. It's really important for you to know. Police certificate I talked about in my other videos. Those are the certificates that are showing that you are not criminally, persecuted, or you have some case going against you, in your own country. Don't lie on this. It's really important for you not to lie, because they can check everything. So just, don't do it. Language test I already explained. Education credential assessment, one of the places that are going to evaluate your degree is VES. Again, watch that video I recorded. Okay, the instruction guide, the one I mentioned, will list all the fees. So please check this link. I will leave the link in the description box below. Submit your application. You can submit your application online. There are more here. You can read more about after you apply, get your work experience, and decision on your permanent residency. That's one I'm leaving up to you. So again, let's sum it up. This is how you can apply to home support worker pilot program and childcare provider program. Childcare pilot provider program. I always mix it up. So you can apply to these pilot programs. In this way, if you do not have a work experience, in the next videos I will explain what happens when you have work experience. So hopefully I helped you, to some of you who were asking about these programs. Again, I want to thank you for watching my videos. I'm so grateful to those of you who are watching me, because I love sharing information with people, because I think that we all need to experience the world and travel here, travel there. If you don't like, you can always come back to your country, right? So yeah, and Canada is very welcoming, so why not use that opportunity and just see something different, something that you don't have in your own country. Actually, it's gonna be really a rewarding experience. Any country you are going to move to, it's a great experience, not only for your resume but also a life experience. It teaches you a lot of skills, because you don't have mom, dad, and you have family, friends, to help you, especially if you have children. It can get really tough, but it can show you how resilient you are. Okay, so I extended this video a little bit too long. Again, I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel and commenting. Bye.